Hello, this is Diana. This is my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. On my channel, I am helping you fearlessly and unapologetically live your best, most authentic life. I'm helping you break through your barriers and transcend any limitations you may have. So today, I want to make a video. This is related to manifestation, but also could have to do with anxiety as well. The importance of stabilizing your nervous system. Well, first of all, there's a lot of clickbait videos on manifestation, okay? All over YouTube. People get burnt out with trying to manifest something, even though you've been manifesting your whole life. But we're trying to consciously do it, right? So the problem is people are like, oh, I'm saying all these affirmations. I'm a millionaire. I'm in a relationship with this person, blah, 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 blah. So you're saying all these things, and then nothing's manifesting, right? So the more you try, the more you're in a lack state. Sometimes you listen to all these subliminals, even when you go to sleep, you get nightmares, right? The reason why a lot of stuff isn't working is your feeling state is in alignment. Your nervous system is not stabilized. Here's another example, right? You say you want to have this dream relationship. You say all guys, all girls will treat you the same, right? Over and over again. And then, when the perfect person comes into your life, the person you've been wanting, the person you've been trying to manifest, right, comes in your life, you go in fight or flight mode, or you resist it. Your nervous system resists it. It is not natural for you to experience that. It is not in your comfort zone. You're used to the opposite, right? And you're probably used to your nervous system being triggered all the time. A fight or flight response, that kind of like that roller coaster, right? The ups and downs, all the emotions, all that stuff, right? And, I made a video on neutrality too, the importance of neutrality and manifestation. So this is kind of similar to that. But I'm going to say how to stabilize your nervous system. So you're saying these affirmations over and over again. You're listening to subliminals, you're doing all that stuff. And then nothing's changing. Because your nervous system is like literally rejecting it. Right? And that could be because of trauma. You know, trauma could just be, it doesn't always have to be like abuse, you know what I mean? Sometimes the trauma is just emotional trauma. You've had an intense emotional experience. You've had some intense unprocessed emotions. It keeps being like triggered, right? So when someone, let's say you want this relationship, you want this, right? You say, oh, I attract these same type of people all the time, right? Then the person gives you the love you want that you've never had. It's like, it's not comfortable, so your nervous system, you go in like fight or flight mode, right? It's like, oh, it's out of my comfort zone, this is not comfortable. And you're being reminded of a time maybe when you thought you had love before, right? And it fell apart. So you'll just self-sabotage everything. And it could go the same thing with money too. Like, when someone wins the lottery, right? You see that some people in the lottery, they become a celebrity or something, right? And they end up going broke. They end up like spending all the money, right? Why? Because the same reason. Their nervous system. So it's their nervous system once again, right? Their nervous system is like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with all, just like the love. I don't know what to do with all this money. I don't even know. It's not normal for me. Your nervous system wants what's normal. And if you've had any bad experiences, maybe you were triggered, maybe you had a lot of money before and you lost, maybe you had love before you lost, right? Same kind of thing. So it could also, that could be a trigger too. It's like, oh my gosh, I have this and now I'm not used to having all this, so my nervous system is gonna reject it. It's not natural for me. It's not comfortable for me. So those are two different things with the nervous system. So either, like I said, you have emotional trigger, it's reminding you of something in the past, and maybe you have an unprocessed emotion. So you're being triggered by this experience that seems similar to this, or something unprocessed you haven't healed from, and it's coming up again, and you're going in fight or flight mode. It's there to protect you, right? You know, with like your subconscious mind too, right? Kind of the nervous system is kind of like your subconscious mind, right? That's like your automatic responses to these things. You're not even aware of it most of the time, or you're not comfortable. It's not natural for you to be like that. So what do we do about it? Are we just going to self-sabotage everything in our life? The money, relationships, everything good that comes in our life, right? So what do we do about it? Well, we need to stabilize our nervous system. Okay, so there's different ways to stabilize your nervous system. It depends what the issue is, you know, and how deep-rooted it is. If it's like you were broke your whole life, or maybe you grew up in a poor family or something, you know, having a lot of money, that's going to be very unnatural, so that might take a little more work, right? If you had maybe more trauma from when you were a child and stuff like that, oh, in respects to love from your parents or even abuse or something, that's going to be deeper than just saying some subliminals or affirmations. You see what I'm saying? So if it's unprocessed emotions that need to be healed, that need to be processed, they need to be felt and experienced. They might have not been processed properly. So a lot of energy healing is good. Reiki is good. It's helped me a lot. So I say breathwork and meditations do help because they do stabilize and they do get you to a calm state. They can help. Breathwork does help stabilize your nervous system a lot. It's really helped me, but it's after I've done some inner work, energy work. You see what I'm saying? A lot of it's energy, right? There's some work with your chakras. There's different frequencies you can listen to help balance your chakras, even foods you can eat, certain movements. You can look up, there's different ways to get your chakras unblocked, or maybe one's overactive, right? There's, you know, I'm not making, this video isn't about chakras, but a lot of the energy is stuck in our chakras, right? Since I've done chakra work, I used to have trauma response to a lot of things. So I said I had addictions and stuff like that. I had some experiences in my life that caused a lot of trauma to my nervous system. So when things that were good pop up, even to this day, I'm still working on it. Even when things really good happen, my nervous system is like, oh my gosh, everything's going too well. The shoe has to drop. You know, the other shoe has to drop, or something is going to get messed up, right? So I do energy work, and I also listen to subliminals and affirmations, but like I said, that helps when you've also stabilized your nervous system. Because if you do an affirmation subliminal, your nervous system is not stabilized, it's going to take long. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it takes longer. You need to do the energy work too. I say we manifest with our beliefs, what our thoughts are from our beliefs anyway, right? And our state of being, the feeling state, right? So you want to be a millionaire, you want to have a relationship, okay, you can think all the thoughts, you can say a million affirmations, you can listen to a million subliminals, but if they are not changing the way you feel and stabilizing your nervous system, or how you're responding to these things that you want, you're wasting your time. It's going to take a very long time. So the energy work is very important. We need to stabilize our nervous system. Even grounding techniques, right? I put my feet on the earth, right? Even working out, going out in nature, that helps stabilize a little more. Getting to when I say stable, I mean like kind of get into a neutral state. Like when triggers come up, when things happen, you're not reacting, you're responding, right? So when that person you're interested in, that just seems like a good person, starts to show interest in you, you're not triggered, you're not emotionally reacting, you're not reacting to when they don't text you back by a certain time. You're not afraid to move forward. You don't like choke up and put them on a pedestal, you know, like you put relationships and love maybe in the past, right? You just see it as kind of natural. You want it to feel more natural for you. So whatever that's going to take to make it feel natural for you. Same thing with the money, right? So we need to work on how am I going to get something to feel more natural for me? So I can just at least be neutral about it. Because if you're still reacting, every time you look at your bank account, if you're still reacting, your heart drops. I used to be like that too, so don't worry. I'm not saying, but I'm saying I've been through all this, and everything has gotten a lot better since I've started to work on stabilizing my nervous system. I do subliminals and affirmation. I do all that stuff too. I like more subliminals and stuff like that, but that's just me. Even when I sleep, and even that my nervous system does respond to some of them. I get bad dreams and stuff like that, right? So I have nightmares because my nervous system is not really on board with it. So. And, you know, think about your nervous system kind of like protecting you, right? It's protecting you from harm, from anything that's uncomfortable, anything that maybe is triggering a past event or any kind of uncomfortable feeling. It's trying to keep you safe, right? So that's like your subconscious brain, right? Kind of, right? Your nervous system, how you consciously respond to things, you know? And how you know you did the energy work? When you can look at your bank account and not your heart doesn't drop every time. When you can receive more money, you don't spend it right away. You know what I mean? When you don't have that trigger to like fight or flight, when you're not having that fight or flight response, even for relationships, whatever you're trying to manifest, when you get rid of that fight or flight response, and you can feel it in your body too, right? You won't feel a tightness in your chest anymore. You feel that your nervous system literally, like, it all works together, your brain, your body, right? You want the way you're responding to things, the way you want to run away from things, the jumpy feeling you get, you know what I mean? I used to do that too, relationships. The guy I'm interested in, he messaged me, I get all excited, you know what I mean? That's, your nervous system can even be like, sometimes anxiety gets mixed up with excitement, right? So sometimes nervous system could be, maybe it's not anxiety or bad feeling, sometimes it's like over-excitement, right? If this were natural for you, the money, the relationship, whatever, you wouldn't be super excited from a text from somebody. I'm not saying you won't be happy, but you wouldn't be overly excited because it's natural for you. So I'm saying the version of you that's in a relationship that has the money, it's natural. You wouldn't get, oh my god, I just got however much money, you know, a big sum of money. You know, it's natural for like, oh, I got a big sum of money. I'm not saying you shouldn't be happy when you get things you want, but for the person, that millionaire, the person, that great relationship, marriage, whatever, that stuff is more natural. It's more natural. Their nervous system is more stabilized. They aren't overexcited. They aren't scared. It's like just normal, natural. So that's all I have. I just want to discuss the nervous system. I think it's very important to stabilize your nervous system. So like I said, I listed a few ways earlier to do that. Energy work's very important. Grounding, breath work, meditation, whatever, or just anything whatever works for you. Whatever gets you to a more stable state of being, a more neutral, stable space where you're not overreacting, you're not triggered, you're not like scared, you know what I mean? You don't have that sensation. So that's all I have for today. If you like my content, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I also have a Facebook, an Instagram, and a TikTok. The links are in my video description and my channel description. Have a good day. Namaste.